Hello, CoinW fans. Welcome to NeoTalks, our brand new initiative aiming to bring the latest and most in-depth interpretation of market trends to our users. It's great to have all our audience and esteemed guests here. I'm your host, Alma, and I couldn't be more excited to dive into today's topic with you guys. And before the discussion, please allow me to introduce our partner, New Way Academy. New Way Academy is a highly specialized educational online platform designed to empower traders, investors, and enthusiasts with comprehensive knowledge and cutting-edge insights into crypto trading and broader Web3 ecosystem. If you have any questions about crypto world, don't forget to follow New Way. Okay, we will talk about memes with our top guests today. The two most profitable chains, BNB chain and Solana, in the market are engaged in an all-out battle for meme supremacy. While funds have shown signs of flowing back to Solana, do you think will BNB chain's meme hype continue to thrive? And could this rivalry ignite a new meme bull market? Let's dive into BNB chain vs Solana meme showdown and find out who will come out on the top, okay? Now let's get to know our speakers first. First, I'd like to invite Potato. Hello, Potato, to introduce yourself. Could you please say hello to the audience and introduce yourself?
Hi, thank you very much, Elma, for queuing me. So hi, I am a potato, and I am BD for Origo. So let me briefly introduce what we do. I'm currently with my cat. So Origo, with the goal being the platform that's changing how scientific discoveries are valued and funded. So right now, if you guys are not familiar, so in Web 2, getting fundings for research is a slow and complicated process, and that many breakthrough ideas never get the support they deserve. So that's why the team decided to create Origo, a decentralized platform where anyone, everyone, from researchers to innovators, can turn their discoveries into real economic value. So, at the core of Origo is a mechanism called proof of scientific value, which basically means letting the market naturally support the most impactful research that the community thinks that it has its worth. So another mechanism that we have, it's called a liquidity autonomous balancer mechanism. So it keeps everything running smoothly, making sure projects get long-term support and such. Again, the best part is that anyone and everyone, any project can actually hop in up on Origo. So there are no gatekeepers, there are no unnecessary barriers, and so on. Just pure innovation. So backed by the real market demand. So we are a relatively new project at the moment, and we are very super bullish on DeSci. So do follow our X account and stay tuned. Once again, thank you very much for CoinW for having me on today's AME. Thank you. Back to you, Elma.
Thank you, Potato. Uh, thank you, Potato. And then after that, we will hear from Anna. Hello, Anna. Could you please say hello to the audience and introduce yourself?
Hi, hello everyone. This is Anna, and hello from Dubai, the Web3 hub in Central East, I think. And we are Pentagon Games, and I am a marketing executive in the team. And what we are building here, we are building a 3D interactive cinematic platform to massive audience via any device through the browser. So you just use your phone or laptop or headset. It's very easy to get through into our ecosystem, building our own exclusive experience here. And we have a whole Web3 ecosystem to support. We have a very comprehensive ecosystem to we have our own wallet, our own chain, and NFT marketplace, and our own launchpad. So if we are also open for any project out there to collaborate with us. And for latest news, we have two amazing news that we just collaborate with the Trondell to build their amazing experience and in our universe. So if you are interested, get to our website to check it out. And the second is we are about to release our Pen WebXR AR glasses. So it can also help you to easily jump into to the 3D cinematic Pentagon space. So I think these are for now, and we are so excited to join the CoinW space here today. I have also attended a few CoinW events here in Dubai, and I talked to Sonia at one of the events. She's pretty good. Yes, and thank you for inviting us.
Okay, thank you, Anna. And then we will hear from Wise. Hello, could you say hello to the audience and introduce yourself?
Hi there, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Great. I see a thumbs up. Thank you, Anna. So hi, everyone. Yeah, this is Wise from the operations team at Eliza Wakes Up. And yeah, I'll share with you what we're building. So Eliza Wakes Up, it's not just another token project or, an AI token. We're creating a companion for the 21st century. We've designed Eliza for a hyper-connected world that ironically often leaves us feeling isolated. So Eliza is not just a chatbot. She's a living companion that grows along with you. The more you interact with her via either our web front end or on a web app, and soon in some cool hardware devices, she will grow her personality with you. You will create shared memories, and she will even, keep a journal of your experiences. We're also building out a very cool 3D environment on our website to enable Eliza to truly wake up. So she's alive in her 3D environment. She has her social media presence, and coming soon, even a limited edition humanoid robot. So yeah, that's Eliza. She's the companion that grows with you, and I'm very excited to be here with you guys.
Thank you, Wise. And then we will hear from the King. Hello, the King.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Lovely. So, yeah, basically, I'm the marketing and BD manager on Pumpkin. What Pumpkin actually is really like bound to the topic of today, because Pumpkin is a new trading platform for memes, but it's not just a trading platform. Actually, it's a live streaming trading platform. Why a live streaming trading platform? Because we actually want to give streamers and meme traders a full experience, a Web2 experience in the Web3 industry. What does that mean? Basically, we don't want, like, we actually saw many streamers, many people that like trade meme coins or altcoins having issues like, jumping between the platforms and another. Let's say if you have to trade whatever meme, you have to jump on GMGN, you have eventually then go on Radium. Then actually, if you want to go live, you need to go live on an X Space. Or at the same time, you have to use other platforms like Twitch, YouTube, and so on. So the idea is to put live trading and streaming plus DEX integration all in one single platform. That's what we are actually doing. So it would be possible basically simply by joining Pumpkin, you will be able to open a room, like do your stream. You will have everything there. So there will be DEX integration, there will be live trading, people can join your community, can join your room, and you will have a full experience. So it won't be just a trading platform, but it will be a live streaming trading platform, combining everything in one single platform.
Okay. Thank you, the King. And then let's welcome Elise. Hello, Elise.
Hi, thank you, CoinW, for having Matya here, and it's actually really exciting to be here. And let me give you guys a little bit about like what is Matya. Matya is actually a groundbreaking Web3 project that is kind of like Tinder Bumble for the Web2 space, but our Matya is for Web3, and Matya is reimagining the way that we engage with social networks by combining two powerful concepts, social fi, which is as social finance and the PIN decentralized physical infrastructure networks. So through the seamless integration of blockchain technology, and also we have the artificial intelligence part, which you can generate with your AI girlfriend and boyfriend whenever you need the emotion supports, and also you can match with the others. So May is here aiming to create a decentralized, user-centric ecosystem that redefines the digital social experience. So guys, if you would like to find a Web3 partner or just any like free, hello,
We can hear
you
you.
can definitely give us a follow.
Okay, thank you, Elise, and thank you all of our guests. All of our guests' self-introduction have been truly impressive, and each of them is involved in the remarkable Web3 projects. Contact Blue fans, please make sure to follow the guests on Twitter. Okay, thank you. And then, all right, now that we have introduced our amazing guests, it's time to dive into our discussion. Let's start with the first question. BNB's Chain's Mimi ecosystem has exploded with strong backing, yet funds are starting to flow back to Solana. How will the Mimi markets landscape evolve? And the first question I want to ask Potato first, okay? Hello, Potato.
Hi, yeah. Um, you know what? Let me just pull up the script. BNB. Oh, so to me, I am very new in the meme market, so I was looking around. I was joining a lot of AMAs, and they were talking about how memes are starting to gain a lot of traction in BNB and Tron. But in terms of BNB, I was in the AMA with Anna last week. We were talking about how Mubarak memes were a hit in BNB right now, and she actually explained why it was a hit, and it's because
Yeah,
of
when we meet,
Ramadan, right?
yeah, when we meet each other, we say that Eid Mubarak. So it's kind of common saying here to like wish you good and healthy. Yeah, that's kind of good luck.
Yeah, thank you very much, Anna.
Okay.
So sorry, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Just please go on.
Okay. So, meme market in general is very volatile. So I think, in probably based on the AMAs that I've joined and based on the OGs that the sharing that they did and that was there, it's probably gonna boom in this month. And they were telling us, to prep a little bit of money and to go in for a few memes. But again, I'm not very certain. As mentioned, the meme market is very volatile. To me, it's probably gonna be down like around June. Yeah, but that's my take. Yeah, thank you very much. Back to you, Alma.
Hello? Hello? Could you hear me?
Yeah, I think she just finished.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank Okay, thank you, Potatoes answer, and that is a great perspective. And then, and can I invite the King? Hello, the King. Could you answer this question?
Yeah, of course. So I believe, like obviously the BSC like ecosystem, let's say Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, hit a lot recently. Has been mentioned Mubarak. We could mention other like coins like BNB cards or coins that have been recently launched. And I would say like memes that have been launched in the past few weeks. Obviously, in the past few weeks, in terms of volume, BNB took over Solana, why I think it's important to focus on two main aspects why this actually happened. First of all, in my opinion, when we talk about BNB, we have always to think about who is behind BNB, right? So behind BNB, which is a chain that has been basically built like after like the biggest sex in the market, which is like, of course, Binance, right? So I don't see this as let's say a single occasion. I think like this is going to happen more often. Why? Because obviously in terms of volume, in terms of very active wallets, BNB has already a big pool of users thanks to the fact that that's Binance behind, right? Apart from that, if we talk about the simple culture of memes, obviously we are also talking about CZ, right? CZ always have been kind of, like let's say supporting or at least posting about some like memes or eventually creating culture. I would say like, for example, with broccoli is his own dog, right? By posting simply a picture of broccoli, like then like a community comes up and start to build a meme and a culture around that. So I think that it's something that will like happen more and more, and that's actually why it's strong, I would say, because obviously who is behind and the whole ecosystem. Then if we talk about Solana, I see still Solana dominating on the long period on BNB chain. Why? Because Solana is a chain that has obviously other utilities, just like all the other chains. You do have DeFi. You can do like staking. You can do farming. You can do like whatever on the platform itself, right? But on the chain itself. But Solana is well known for the memes, and most of the launchpad, the most important launchpad in terms of newly created memes and in terms of volume is obviously on Solana, which is pump fun, right? So I see this more of a culture um, point of view, because Solana has already a very strong culture on meme and people recognizes out there Solana as the chain of the meme coins. BNB is taking over also this, is also getting this part of from the communities, but I believe it's something that on the long period will still go back to Solana. Maybe like by the end of the year we could see BNB again taking over in terms of volumes and in terms of like new meme that are launched on, for example, for meme, which is the biggest like launchpad on BNB. But if we just take a look a few numbers and we check pump fun in the middle of the 2024 like was basically creating over 20,000 memes every day. Like if we check instead the peak of 4, which is the biggest launchpad on BNB, we don't even reach 10,000. Obviously, this means that quantity is not always quality. I agree on that, but we all know you always need to you're in the meme business. And to sum up, I still believe that Solana has a very strong culture on meme, and people recognizes Solana as the meme chain, which it can be good or negative. It depends how you see it. And BNB definitely is doing a lot of work, is obviously improving, is creating new cultures, is creating new memes out there, and I see them always taking a like slowly a bigger portion of the market. But for the moment, I believe that the volume and traders will still go back to Solana. That's my take on it.
Thank you. Thank you. An excellent point. That is crucial aspect to consider. Thank you. And then I would like to hear from Elise. Hello. What do you think about this?
Great question. I actually quite agree from the last speaker, and I think but I may have a little bit of different views right here. Like I think the meme corn battleground is kind of heating up, and we're actually seeing some real liquidity tug of war between like BNB chain and Solana, but BNB chains like mean ecosystem went parabolic thanks to a very strong backing and deep liquidity. But as always in crypto, Degen capital flows where the hype is hottest. So now with funds like actually shifting back to Solana, so it actually signals that rotation seasons might be in a place. So this isn't just about memes, it's actually about network effects, the cost efficiencies. I think Solana's offers like lightning fast and low cost transactions and making it the perfect breeding ground for like high frequency trading and some degen plays. So plus Solana's track records of birth mean like giants like Bonk give it very serious street cred. So and if let's not write off like BNB changes yet, but with some big whales and CX backing, I think it still hold very strong like it holds diamond hands when it comes to mean liquidity. So the real question is will the next 100x mean keep can emerge from Solana or does BNB chains have another surprise up with its sleeve? So I think at the end of the day, the main core market thrives on attention speed and momentum. So the one that keeps the apes engaged and liquidity flow will take the crown. So let's not make a conclusion yet. And thank you. I think that's a very good question.
Thank you, thank you. I love your perspective. I think it brings a fresh angle to the conversation. And then I want to ask Wise, do you have any additional insights to add?
Sure, yeah. Going to echo some of the stuff that was said already. Some memes are kind of by their nature quite volatile. They follow trends, politics, news and events, even phrases and ways of speaking. Some also come from individual chain culture. As was mentioned already, CZ tweeted about his dog. But I think Solana had a very good start on the infrastructure side. So Pump.fun was a killer app for the chain. It drew a lot of users. It streamlined the process. It linked into automatic liquidity pools, stuff like that. And that also made other protocols like Orca and Radium sort of up their game with this new influx of so many new tokens. But like Pumpkin said, I think it was Pumpkin. He noted that you need kind of communities to form out of these ideas, and I agree that individual tokens will need communities to kind of coalesce around them. Your average meme will stick around as long as it's funny, which just by human nature it usually isn't that long. I think some funny memes over the past few months were, I don't know. I think Elon Musk got a new haircut, and people started making memes about the haircut. That meme didn't last long. But other things like PopCat, for example, they were popular because they already had some existing internet kind of quote unquote brand recognition. So AI memes came along and tried to solve this sort of a longevity problem by kind of being novel and being kind of perpetual, mimetic content generators themselves. But I think, instead of in the future top memes being built, building a community afterwards, I think a lot of successful projects in the future will maybe do it the other way around. I think projects will start with a cool idea and try to create more mimetic value in the market afterward. So that's what we're trying to do at Eliza. We have our companion products, and she's interacting with people online, saying all sorts of hilarious stuff and thought-provoking stuff online, and we're trying to keep that, try to amplify that mimetic energy as much as possible. So I think that's the way to go in the future. As for flows, Solana's tough to beat just by the sheer number of new tokens created per day. But if BNB communities can coalesce around some funny mimetic ideas, I wouldn't be surprised to see some breakthrough memes on BNB.
Okay. Thank you, wise answer. That is insightful take. Okay, and then thank you to the guests for their responses. To the first question. Now let's move on to the second question. The second question is, compared to Solana, what makes BNB's Chain's Mimi ecosystem unique? Which Mimi projects deserve the most attention? And in this question, I want to ask Potato first. Hello, Potato.
Hi! Thank you for queuing me again, the newbie in the meme space. So, um, I think for BNB chain, it's easy. I'm not okay. This is probably the wrong term. I feel like for a project to build a community in BNB is easier, and people would to actually have the name be such. Because I was in the BNB chain project, and I feel like a lot of people, the users they share, they have like this BNB chain user pool, so it's easier for you to build a community that is strong and like is a firm believer of BNB chain. So hence, if you were to be a meme coin under BNB chain, and if you were to actually list your meme coin in BNB chain, that's like a huge plus, right? And everybody would to be like, "Yo, this is the meme coin for like this season." So I feel like it's the user stick around more, but um, I wouldn't say which meme projects deserves the most attention because I am totally not qualified to say that. Totally not qualified to do that. But everybody's been talking about. I know pumpkin and wise mentioned broccoli, and as mentioned Mubarak. I saw a lot of news headlines and they'd be like the amount of people earned times zero 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 like 1,000 10,000 folds. They actually earned that much. They cashed out. They earned so much in buying Mubarak. So yeah, I would just say Mubarak, man. So yeah, thank you very much. Back to you, Elma.
Thank you so much. Really great analyst, and you have highlight some key points here. And then I want to ask Elise, do you have any other perspective about this?
Oh, great. Absolutely great question. I think BNB chain's main ecosystem stands out for like well-friendly liquidity and CX back firepower, unlike Solana, which thrives on community-driven um frequency trading. I think BNB chain benefits from deep liquidity, lower volatility, and a strong Binance Link infrastructure that ensures smooth access for big players without like excessive slippage. So I think what actually makes BNB chains unique, I think that CX on ramps and liquidity depth, like why Solana means, often start on the strength of DeFi before making it the major exchanges. I think BNB chain has a direct pipeline to Binance, making meme coins have more accessible like for to retail traders. And of course, easier access means higher volume, and volume fuels the meme engine. So and also, it comes with stronger institutional and VC backing. So, unlike Solana, where legends rule the kingdom, BNB chains meme projects often have institutional players behind the scenes, like making them less prone, like to rug pools and more structure for a long-term sustainabilities, and also like lower gas fees and with all those scalabilities. So why Solana's cheap fees makes it ideal for high frequency min trading. I think BNB chains offer a balance low enough fees to retail but without the risk of network congestion issues that Solana sometimes face during the peak mania. So some also there's some mean projects really deserve some attentions like docs and BNB native mean that combines NFT and staking rewards and MockCon, and I think is gaining traction as the BNB chain's answer to Bank, riding the Solana meme wave, but only with stronger liquidity backing. And BNB chain's main ecosystem isn't just about like chasing the next 100x moonshot. It's all about like leveraging a Binance Power runway that make take this project from low cap gems to CX listed titans. So I think attention definitely fuels the mean, but liquidity sustains them. And thank you. I think that's a great question.
Thank you so much. That is really excellent point. And then I thank you to guests for the responses to the second question. Now let's move on to the third question. Mimicons strive to on hype, influencer support, and market sentiment, making them highly volatile. How can retail investors reduce risk and seize profit opportunity? And this question I want to Anna first. Hello, Anna. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yes, I think it's a quite interesting question. Yeah, I think the why we FOMO by this Mimi token. I think there is also, related to three. I think the first one is social media hit. Everyone talk about it, and the second is celebrity endorsement, and also the marketing, the sentiment. I think we mostly like it's driven by these three elements. And for us as an individual to invest in these Mimi tokens, here I have a few strategy. First, but I think you guys already heard a lot about this. But for newcomers, the first one, the risk management, and to not to invest in more than that you cannot bear to lose. This one is one, and use stop loss orders to protect the risk of the price drop. The second is DYOR, do your own research. Do not forget to like follow up their community, their Discord, to follow the how the community are talking about the if they are a transparent team, and there is any real use cases from these memes. And the third one is do not put all your eggs in one basket, and the diversify your investment can help the reduce your loss and also the risk. And the first one is take your profit early. While you if you set your desired profit level, if it hit there, do not forget to taking the partial interest from your invest. Then do the reinvest in to protect yourself first, and it goes also get the profit first. Yeah. And next one is monitor the social sentiment. Since meme coins, they are driven by the community, so keep a close eye on their social media to the trend, how they endorse it, and the trending volume, and all these social media updates to protect yourself first. So I think here are 5 strategy I mostly use while I doing the investment on memes. So thank you.
Thank you, Anna's excellent answer. Thank you. And then I want to invite the king to answer this question. Hello, the king.
Hello. Yeah, so I agree on what mentioned before on a few points. At the end of the day, I believe that, first of all, we have to know that meme coins, are volatile assets. But let's be honest, not like only meme coins, also altcoins are volatile assets. And they obviously thrive on the hype, influencer support. But that's something that also happened with altcoins. Obviously, the main difference is that between memes and altcoins, altcoins might have a utility and a broader vision, and a company behind, potentially making them more suitable. I don't know, like for long-term investment. However, like even this project, sometimes the vision itself is not always, maintained, or is the promise, sometimes is not kept. So in my opinion, when you enter whatever project, altcoins, or in this case, meme coin project, like, no matter how much conviction like you can have on that specific uh, meme coin, because you like it, because it's, I don't know, like as I mentioned before, it's fun because it's the newer cat of Elon Musk. So you find it fun, or it has a strong community behind, or you simply like that meme coin or the concept of it. You always have to start with the idea that is volatile, right? And in my opinion, you always have to do your own research. You can never be 100% trusted on like KOLs or whoever actually share the coin itself. Obviously, you can trust someone because he's a very good trader. Let's say, just like in our case, as I mentioned before, Pumpkin as a platform, right? There can be traders, or there can be like streamers that open their room, they have a live station, and they eventually talk about a meme coin. That's something that they can do, right? And eventually you as a trader like that meme coin, or simply follow that trader that is having like the live station, and take the call, take the trade, right? Fine. But then in my opinion, you have to be 100%, you have to understand 100% that if you lose that money, you have still to blame yourself. So it's like, you have to always check, you always have to know this, and you always have to, in my opinion, again, check three important things. First of all, if the community is active, right? So if a meme coin has a community that is pretty active, and is enthusiast, does have a lot of bots, because bots are out there, that's already a starting point for a good project, for a good meme coin. Then like there are billion of platforms out there, where you can actually check the wallets. You can do a lot of search. You can even do bubble map wallet to actually check if there is some insider that is selling or you, and things like that. And obviously then you can also check the hype on socials, like on X. You can check if many people are talking about it, like, so it's not just about one sharing KOL, then probably the project itself is more reliable. But again, in my opinion, you always have to check all these things, and always like focus on yourself, always make your own research based on these 3 points, and always have also strategy, an exit strategy. Like, so you invest like, I don't know, $100 or $1,000. Okay, you are happy with 5x, then you exit it. You don't do that 5x and then say, okay, it's probably is gonna do a 10x, gonna do a 20x. Well, that's mostly likely gonna end up like maybe losing your initial investment, right? So always do your own research. Always check the community if it's active. Always use the whatever like tool out there to check wallets, to check if there is some insider. You can do that on Dex Screener. You can do that on GMGN. You can actually do that also on Pumpkin, because as I mentioned, Pumpkin is not just like a streaming trading platform, but is a seamless platform where you can actually check all. You can stream, you can take the trade, you can check these things all on it. And then obviously also check social media, check if people, like, there are a lot of people that are talking about it. And but yes, always focus on yourself. And remember that at the end of the day, if you are playing like poker, but you don't know the rule, and then you lose, then you cannot blame the winner for taking your money. You always have to blame yourself. And it's the same thing for the meme space.
Thank you, the King's answer, and that is very amazing perspective. Thank you. And then after the King's response, and I want to invite Elise to answer this question. Hello, Elise.
Great. I totally agree with the king. Like, before we do some tradings, we're definitely gonna use some tools like to analyze the data, stuff like that, and then to make sure that we're in a safe zone. And my point of view would be like meme coins are like roller coasters, thrilling and predictable, and not for the faint-hearted. So to reduce the risk and maximize the profits, I think retail investor totally need to play smarter and not harder. So first of all, like ride the hype, but don't chase it. So when the meme coin is the trending list, the early whales are often already like unloading the bags on late comers. So instead of buying at peak FOMO, watch for early signals. And example like those who bought Bonk early, it was just a Solana mean experiments make a 100x gains. White late buyers at peak hype saw 80% of like minus 80% of drawdowns. And also I think take profits in trench. Pigs get fed, horse get slaughter. So instead of waiting for a 1000x miracle, scale down late, take 20 to 30% profit at key risk level, like but don't keep chasing the hype. And smart like traders, for example, in PEPs, run up took profits at every major CX listing, avoiding the total brutal post hype crash. And also follow the smart money, not just influencers. Like they can just talk about. We do not listen to those influencers, like what they said, because whenever an influencer is starting to tell you to buy meme coin, it means we should back off. It's like the third phase. It means they're um starting to fall down. So I think many influencers they definitely should and them, and but on chain tracking can reveal real moves. So use tools is really important, just like the king just mentioned. And I think spot those well activity before TikTok traders flood in. And just I think that's a really good example when Shiba Inu's wealth accumulate before Elon Musk tricks like retail FOMOs at the top. And at the end of the day, meme coins are fast money, but not forever money. So play the game wisely and secure your profits and never risk more than you are willing to lose. And thank you. I think that's definitely a really good question.
Thank you, Eli's answer. Thank you. That is very great perspective, and I think it brings a fresh angle to the conversation. And then I want to invite Wise to answer this question. Do you have any other insights to add? Hello, Wise. Hello, could you hear me?
We could hear you. Why is I think you mute yourself?
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, excellent. That was my fault. I pushed the mute button on the mic and not the screen. Silly me. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, no, that's a very good question. And it's a tough one to answer. You know, a lot of most traders lose money, so you got to be super careful out there. I would say, you know, first of all, you know, I don't trade a lot of meme coins personally, so this is not financial advice. But yeah, I mean, always check like safety first. Make sure to check the bubble maps. If it looks like, you know, one address funded a lot of wallets beforehand, you know, it's probably a bundler or something. And you know, even though the top 10 holder percent looks okay, you know, it's probably a highly centralized token. Could make it a lot more risky. Yeah, make sure that the you know get to know your basic smart contract stuff. You know, is the mint authority and the freeze authority locked? You know, does that mean they can, if it's, you know, if they're, you know, if they're not, you know, if they're not safe, that means the deployer can just mint more tokens and completely dilute you and sell them on the market, stuff like that. So just get to know your safety indicators first, and then from there, I mean, you know, I guess if you find it funny and it looks safe, you know, maybe, you know, feel free to have some fun and maybe put a few dollars on it and see what happens. Don't get greedy. If you make some money, I would say cash out. As I said at the top, a lot of a lot of meme a lot of meme coins are the value remains as long as they're funny, and some things aren't funny for very long. Humans don't have a hugely large attention span, so yeah, be as safe as you can. Do it only for fun, and yeah, just be safe out there.
Okay, thank you, wise answer. That is excellent point. I thank you very much, and thank you all the guests for the response to the third question. Let's move on the fourth question. Since the Trump family launches their own tokens, the market has become increasingly sensitive to the celebrity endorsements. And with BNB's change meme hype cooling off and funds returning to Solana, is this a sign that the trend is fading? And in this question, I would like to ask a Potato first. Hello, Potato.
Hi. Yeah, thank you very much. So, as somebody actually mentioned about celebrity endorsements, about how if you want to kind of avoid risks, do not listen to a lot of KOLs, how they want to shill you and stuff. Okay, with that, I actually do agree. But in the point of marketing, let's look at the entire uh, sector in the marketing side. The whole point of marketing is one of the whole point is to have celebrity endorsements, like, right? So how did Trump why did Trump actually create his own meme? Why did it boom? How did he earn a lot of money? You have to give a lot of credits to his fame, his background, and all of such. So it's definitely, I feel like a lot of the meme community is based or is created on top of celebrity endorsements, like as mentioned broccoli, like peanut, the meme coin that has a background story. So they are technically celebrity, right? They are celebrity endorsements, and with that, people actually do buy and earn the lot. But I wouldn't really see that BNB's chains meme hype cooling off in the near future. It's gonna probably be the high for another 2 months ish. And I wouldn't say it's a sign and that the trend is fading, because trend come and go like my money. But that's just how the market works. So you can probably take that as a sign, but I would still say keep a lookout. And as all of the other guests mentioned, do your own research. Sometimes you don't hold, sometimes you just have to sell it when the time is right, and you will never know when the time is right. So gut feeling. When Jesus tell you to sell, you sell. So yeah, that's my take on it. Thank you very much. Back to you, Oma.
Okay, thank you, Potato's answer. That is great analysis, and that definitely adds the depth to the discussion. And then I want to invite Anna. Hello, Anna. Could you answer this question?
Yeah, I think it's a good question. Yeah, I think a lot of people buying these tokens, buying these meme tokens, even without the utility, they buy it because it's celebrity, the endorsement. Also me, I bought the Trump token as well because it was the president token, right? And also quite a lot of people lose money by the Libra, the government token, and I think the Kanye West about to release his meme token as well. So, but all these celebrity meme tokens, I think they often generate a short-lived market type. They lack the long-term value support. I think that's a reason why it's just pump and dump and finish. And the cooling of this BNB chain meme coin hype, I don't think it's necessarily mark the end of the meme coins as a whole market. Instead, I think it's a more more depend on the market selection. In the past, this meme token solely bake out this celebrity endorsement just it, and it has struggle to the maintain momentum. However, these meme tokens that combine the social engagement and unique storytelling are still finding a lot of success. I think recently there is one token that's hyped on the Solana. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. It's named Routine. It was inspired by one TikTok influencer. He shared a quick morning routine in the video, which starting from February, and the token named Routine was launched on March 21, and with just 2 days, the market cap scored to 90 million. So that's quite. I think it's the reason why it got hyped, because there is a community like 667 million viewers in just 4 days. So I think that right now the Solana, the people select Solana token, the meme token, they are depend on this sustainable community engagement, innovative narrative. So people come from the BNB chain, they're looking for this kind of meme tokens with a very strong background, with a strong community. So the meme token, meme coins is still like not entire fading. It's just entirely a more selective and narrative driving phase. So project right now, if you are issue your meme token only rely on the celebrity hype, are gradually losing around. So you need to find a way to have a unique cultural stories and also active community participant. I think these tokens are still like at the mainstream if you have all these elements together. So I think meme coin, if you want to invest in, is still not fading. It's still evolving. Yeah, I think it's gonna continue the hype for a while. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Endless answer. I love your perspective. It really brings a fresh angle to the conversation. Thank you so much. And then let's move on to the fifth question. The question is: with BTC's recent pullback, meme coins have also taken a hit. Can the meme narratives of Solana and BNB chain reignite market enthusiasm and trigger a new meme bull run? Is now the right time to enter the meme space? And in this question, I also want to ask Anna first. Hello, Anna.
Yes. I think for the Bitcoins pulling back natural affect the entire crypto market, especially the high risk assets like meme coins. However, the meme narratives on Solana and also BNB chain still have the potential to reignite the market enthusiasm under certain conditions. So for opportunities, Solana's we know that it has a low transaction fees and fast processing, and BNB chain has its large user base and DeFi integration. So there are two good opportunities. So that keep the hit of the meme trends. So is now a right time to enter the market? I think it's really depend on your risk tolerance. If you believe that community-driven hype can make a comeback, then gradually building a position during the downtrend might offer a potential returns. So, however, it's crucial to keep in mind that meme coins are very high volatility and tend to like a rapid presentation on the chart. And if you want to invest in, do not forget to have your risk management. And I have already shared my smart strategies. So by following my previous strategies, you can better navigate the unpredictable nature of the meme coins. So I think that's my takes on this. Thank you.
Thank you. That is insightful take, and that is crucial aspect to consider. Thank you, Anna's answer. And then I'd like to invite Deking. Hello, Deking, are you here? Could you answer this
Yes,
question?
yes, here I am. Yeah, like so I believe that what Anna mentioned about Bitcoin basically affecting the whole market, that's true. I would say that when this happens, with also inflation issues, that is growing day after day, like people potentially start, to move the liquidity from high volatile assets to less volatile assets. Now, let's don't go too much in that detail, but I believe that it's um, like they already took high hit in terms of volume. Obviously, if we go out there and we check, apart from the price of like each token, which can be which can be on Solana, like Bonk or others or whatever, like meme coin on BNB chain, we will see that the price obviously dropped, right? We like 100% of all the coins out there, so not just meme but also alts. But however, like the volume obviously is dropping, but in my opinion is like when you talk about meme narrative, it's obviously there is always this talk about on socials from influencer KOL about like the meme season, let's say, is meme season. All right, yes, we can see that like there are specific season like where the volume, where the liquidity moves a lot on memes, but in my opinion on the long time frame there will always be a chance, like to eventually get lucky or eventually have entered early or eventually have followed the right influencer, and you obviously like did a 50x or 100x. It will be always like that. In terms of volume, obviously, in terms of newly minted meme coins, there will be a drop. There's been already a drop, but in terms of your opportunity, I don't think it's like this week you might have less opportunity than next week, or this month you might have less opportunity next month. There will always be the chance that you get the right one. How like there can be the chance that you get the wrong one. So even during the bear market, I would say when that will start, you will always have more chances to, and that's not the financial advice, but it's just like statistic, it's just numbers. You will always have potentially more chances to get a higher gain on a meme coin than a whatever alt during the bear market. uh, Obviously that means also loss, right? So again, you always have to understand that that's the game, and you have to do your own research, understand that how you can make money, you can also lose money. um, so basically, that's it. I see that again. To sum up, there is already been high hit, like the volume dropped. There are less meme coins that are created on launchpads every day, but it does mean that people won't buy meme coins anymore. People will still buy meme coins. There will be probably less volume, but people will still create interesting meme coins, fun meme coins. There will be still interesting community out there, and you will still have chances even during the bear market.
Yeah, totally agree.
Thank you, the king's answer. Thank you. That is a very amazing perspective. And then I like to invite Wise. Hello, Wise, are you here? Could you answer this question?
Hi there, can you hear me? Yeah, can you actually repeat the question? I think my signal dropped for a few minutes.
Okay, the question is with BTC's recent pullback and meme coins have also taken a hit, and can the meme and narratives of Solana and BNB chains reignite market enthusiasm and trigger a new meme bull run? Is now the right time to enter the meme space? That is the question.
Yeah, so I think in general, yeah, okay, cool. So I think in general, so crypto in general is a risk asset. It's a risk on asset. That is to say, when the general market environment is in a mood for risk, it will first go to things like stocks. Then it will go to alternative investments like crypto, and then memes will kind of be last. So that's how sort of risk assets tend to flow. Looking at the wider market, and when you look at the political situation, Trump with tariffs and stuff like that, it's very hard to see what the near term will be for general risk assets and meme coins in particular. So I think at the moment it's very much a wait and see. If tariffs are relaxed and more positive sort of indicators come out of the Federal Reserve. Yeah, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, cool. Sorry, I thought I heard somebody have a question. Yeah. So just in summary, if we see more positive data coming out of, the Federal Reserve, and we see Trump relaxing stuff on his tariffs and the U.S. economy looking better, people will be more comfortable investing in risk assets. We'll see a bump in the stock market, a bump in BTC, and then we can probably see a bump in memes. But I would say generally crypto is very much tied to macroeconomic sentiment, which is very uncertain at the minute. So I'd say once we see some certainty, it would be easier to make a call.
Okay, thank you, wise answer. That is a very excellent point, and you have highlighted some key points there. Thank you, wise answer. And then, because time flies quickly, we have covered all the questions we prepare for tonight, and the responses from all the guests have been fantastic, and I have learned so much from this. And any other? Do you have any things to want to ask? If no, hello, Anna. Do you have?
Yeah. Do not forget to follow us on Twitter, the Pentagon Games XP account. We have some upcoming news about to release. First, we are our TV show on North America, the Crypto Nights, will about to release soon. We are like one of the team that's end to the end. So, and do not forget to vote for us. I think the TV show gonna release on early May. And the next one, we are about to launch our main net. So if you like follow our social media on Twitter or Discord, you will get the latest update on our main net informations. And welcome to Dubai, everyone. So we are about to have a small event on Bybit office, and eager to see any of you here in Dubai. Thank you for inviting. See you next time. I think the host mute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. In the meanwhile, I will go if I can add something basically. Again, since we talked about meme coins, like we just launched the beta version of Pumpkin yesterday. So it's like if you are a trader, if you are a streamer, or if simply you like to do videos about educational contents, like Pumpkin is the right platform. We will have a lot of features going out also, like releasing in the next couple of weeks. So feel free to follow us, Pumpkin Global on X.
Are you finished?
And can you hear us?
Yes. Right now, I can hear you.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, feel free, obviously, to follow us on Pumpkin Global. And again, if you're a streamer, if you're a trader, check it out. It's pretty cool experience, and see you there, guys. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Oh, and let me also add my last words, and thank you, CoinW and Emma, for inviting us, and it was amazing, and I actually learned a lot from you all. And don't forget to follow us because we are about to launch on OKX. We are an AI and SocialFi project, and Maya is definitely your right option. And thank you so much again.
Thank you, Elise. And
and just for me, I think I'm the last one. Thanks for having us on. Make sure to follow Eliza Wakes Up on Twitter, and get talking to her, build a relationship with Eliza, and watch this space.
Okay, and Potato, do you have any other things you want to say?
The usual. Thank you very much for having me on today's AMA. Do check out Origo. We are very, very new, and do check out other projects as well. So thank you very much. I will not dally actually. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, I will do a quick summary. Okay, tonight we had an insightful discussion on the resurgence of meme culture on Solana and the ongoing competition between BNB chain and Solana to lead the meme narrative, and from the explosive growth of BNB chain's meme ecosystem to renew interest and capital flow towards Solana. We explore how these two major chains are shaping the future of meme coins. Yes, and as the crypto space continue to evolve, we believe that the meme narrative will remain a dynamic force influencing market sentiment and community engagement. Whether it is BNB's change diverse ecosystem or Solana's rapid recovery. Both chains present unique opportunities and challenges for meme projects. And a huge thank you to our fantastic speakers for their valuable insights and to all the audience members for your active participation. Don't forget to follow New Way, CoinW Official, Dandy Finance, and to all our speakers projects on Twitter. Don't forget to follow their Twitter for their project Twitter and to stay updated on the latest trend and developments in the MimiCon ecosystem. Wishing you all a great night and we will see you next time.
See you. Thank
See
you,
you.
CoinW.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, New
Thank
Way.
you. Bye. Bye.
See
Thank
you
you. Bye
around.
bye. See you. See you.